Welcome back to another pulse-pounding episode of making this epic coop even more epic. Today we're going to be building an automatic feeder to absolutely die for. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody, to The Art of Doing. My name is Ben Jackson, and today I'll be your guide through this epic coop as we attempt to make an unbelievable automatic feeder. You can see in there I've got some cheapo hanging feeders, and boy, a dozen chickens go through those feeders pretty quickly. I'm looking to build something that will give me days and days, if not longer, of feeding them their dry food without me having to come out here and take care of it. So let's get into it. If you've been following my coop build, you'll know I built these 3 storage doors back here, and you're probably wondering what I was going to do with them. Well, today we're going to find out what we're doing in this door. Right in this area, we're going to build an automatic feeder. And that's what we'll be utilizing this door for. And you see that I'm wearing my beautiful Army jumpsuit. That only means one thing: I'm going to be crawling around inside this coop and inside the run. Here's a look at most of the parts I'm going to be using for this build out. Got some 4-inch caps, some 3-inch to 2-inch reducers. These are called, here we go. This is a 45 bend and a 90-degree bend. These are called street bends, where they fit into each other instead of having a flange on both ends. 4-inch couplers. These are 4-inch bends. And this is a 4-inch double clean-out tee. And we'll see how all these go together. And in the back there, 2-inch PVC pipe, 4-inch PVC pipe. Let's get to making some cuts. I'm going to use a Sawzall instead. I was just going to make spiral ham cuts on this thing. Okay, let's get to gluing. A good habit that I got into building fish tanks was using the primer. I know you don't have to, but I do. Got my gloves on to keep the chem off my skin. I should put the glue on the cap so it hits this lip too. Yeah, I don't know how well it's going to do if I don't get it on the lip. These caps don't fit together as well as PVC inside a PVC, so I think that extra goop around the lip should help out. Now we're going to go glue the ring inside these. Make sure you're doing the right direction on this. All right, so the chicken sticks their head down like that. So we want to cap the bottom. Next spot is to install the 3-inch to 2-inch reducer. And because we're in a 4-inch pipe, this 3-inch drops right down into the middle of it, drops it down to a 2-inch. And then, if you look inside there, the food will come down here, reduce down here, and as it stands right now, the food would spill right out. So I chopped a 2.5-inch long piece of 2-inch that fits right into the base of this 2-inch reducer. I'm not even going to glue it, just going to stuff it in. And I'm not going to glue in the reducer into the 4-inch, just going to drop it in. And now, because the 2-inch pipe is lower than this lip, the food will fall down that 2-inch pipe, gather up in this base, won't spill out here. The chicken will stick their head in, still be able to peck the food, and as the food gets eaten, more food will gravity feed down this pipe. So this is a nice and easy part of the install. Done and done. As long as this 2-inch piece sits inside here lower than the bottom of this lip, the food shouldn't spill out. Okay, that part of the install was done. And now for the centerpiece of this whole design, this nice 35-gallon tote, which is going to store all the feed and feed those tubes. Okay, got the tote in. I'm going to drill through the bottom of the tote to under the coop. What you have to be careful of is where the joists sit. It's a little dark under there, so hopefully you can see. You got to make sure you're in between the two joists. If you remember on the build, I made these joists at 2 feet, so I have a good bit of working room under there. Up in here, I've measured out the outside and inside diameter of my holes. I want to make sure that I have the space to work the connectors and the pipe. Put them at an angle so I can fit 3 in there, and they're all going to turn that way out towards the run. So now all I have to do is take my 4-inch hole saw, drill through the tote, through the decking of the coop, and I'll be out into the run. Running out of battery already. One. Okay. Got a corded drill, because the other one either didn't have enough power or started running out of battery. And I slid a section of 4-inch through the deck of the coop and through the bin, so we would keep it steady and wouldn't slide around. Now the only thing about a corded drill, especially with a hole saw, is these will kick, and if they grab, it's not going to stop for your wrist, unlike the cordless drill, which will kind of bind up. This will spin right out of your hand, so you have to be very careful with it. So I'm going to try to get 2 hands in there. Through the plastic. So if you haven't seen hole saws before, they obviously cut a nice hole. They come with these little cutouts to pop your material out. And to stop it from catching, what you want to do is kind of tilt it. So instead of the whole blade catching your material at once, just one little edge of it catches and it won't twist on you. And that's it catching. I let go as quickly as I could. I was hoping to just pop through the plastic, but it popped through the plastic and caught the wood underneath. It scared the crap out of me. Call that a wrist breaker. Okay, that's our 3 holes. Let's start working underneath. Next step. Oh, You can see some of the ladies right under that hole. I don't know if you can see them through there. Next step, I'm going to have these couplers sitting on top and these pipes sitting underneath. So the coupler is what's going to hold the feeder from dropping through the floor, because it's bigger than the outside diameter of that hole. And the piece itself is going to slide through. So I'm going to glue these all in now. Okay, here we go again with working by yourself, needing to be in two places at once. Okay, that works fine. Not too bad. All right, let's do the under the coop work next. Okay, this is the crawl around in the chicken poop part. Rotate these a little bit. Is the laying in the chicken poop. So, I want this one. I know I said I wasn't wanting to glue this stuff, but I changed my mind. Oh, I'm laying on my side. I did not glue that in flush. So this one's going to be a little off kilter. It's tilted this way a little bit. I might be able to adjust it a little bit. Okay. Now we gotta just adjust the rest of them around that one. We gotta cap this to make sure chickens don't eat my glue. What's up, lady? Getting a sneak preview? I hope I gave him enough room to get behind and get the other two. I think this is the way. Six eating heads. I'm going to brace this up and work on the top side. So to support the whole bin, I put a few more 4-inch couplers under, the exact same size of the couplers that I used to support the feeders underneath. And I just put some 2x4 inside them and screwed them down. So they wiggle a little bit, but they'll support the weight of the bin. And on the inside, I just threw a sloppy bead of silicone just so that some of the food wouldn't slip down in between the cracks. Before I go ahead and fill this up, how much food do you think this is going to hold? I think it's going to hold at least 100 pounds of food, which will feed these guys for quite a while without me having to take a couple of trips. Drop me a comment in the comment section down below. How much do you think it's going to hold? Remember, guys, reach out to me for any questions or comments you might have, either in the comment section down below. You can reach me at practicetheartod@gmail.com for an email, or find me on Facebook at The Art of Doing. I'd love to hear from you guys, and any of my regular viewers know I respond to everything that I get, and I always love to hear from you guys. You guys are the ones that keep me going in this journey. Now let's fill this bad boy up. All right, let's see how it goes. That's 50 pounds. It's 100 pounds. This is the remainder of my old bag. It's about 120 pounds. And you can see, I've got enough space in here. Probably put another 50 pounds or more. It might be upwards of 200 pounds you could fit in here at once. This is more than enough. These ladies are already getting the hang of it. They're eating out of the front. I've seen a couple pop in behind the back to hit the backside already. I think this is going to be a success. You want to see some more awesome projects that help make this epic coop even more epic? Click on this playlist right here. It's a nice short playlist that has a few of these other projects to add on to the coop build. I'll let these ladies sign me off for today. Let's always remember to practice kindness, practice compassion, practice humility. Thanks for helping me practice my art, the art of doing.